What up?
Hey.
I don't know if we're live yet. I'm just kind of checking here if we are. Let's see here. Oh, there we are. I see we're
Are we
live on
live?
YouTube. What up, YouTube? Silky Socks in the building with Atlanta Vinyl. Woo!
Hey, everybody.
Get it. Now we're going to check our Facebook group, make sure we're live in there with the whole
Yes.
StreamYard. Yeah. You at your studio today?
Yes. It looks like you're there too. The weather looks nice that way.
Weather out here, yeah, nice and sunny. It's a little chilly though, so we got our fleece on and stuff. But other than that, it's definitely nice outside.
Never chilly on the West Coast.
Yeah, it's 50 something. So okay, so we're gonna see if it's live here. Refresh
Okay,
the
let's
Facebook
check
group.
his YouTube and his Facebook. You want to check ours to make sure we're good?
I think we're
It
just
won't be in my
starting.
event. It'll be on the actual group. There we go. Here. Okay, something you can check the settings on here. Oh, show. Go live.
That's a beautiful heat press you have there.
Yeah, it's nice, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and then we're gonna. There we go. Okay, we just added. We're trying to add our Facebook group here.
Okay, just let me know when you're ready.
Quick second here. All right. We got the red heat press too. Okay, now we should be in the Facebook group. If you can double check.
Both heat presses. He's fancy. You see that one that got the handle on the side there, like a jackhammer?
Check that out.
Yep. And I think that bottom slides out. Fancy. Oh, look at it.
Okay, we're here. Now we're on both platforms. Sorry, guys.
It's official now?
It's official. Woo! We have arrived. So, we had a little technical difficulties there because I'm still new to StreamYard. I think I had posted the event and then accidentally deleted it in the Facebook group, and then I went live on YouTube and not on Facebook. But now we're here. I'm here, Mr.SILKY in the building. Got Ahmed with me here filming.
What's up, guys?
What's up? And Jure and Rome, happy to finally make some socks with y'all since our collab.
Yay!
Get it. How's carrying Silky Socks been for you guys? Tell us a little bit about the journey and the story and how it's been.
It's been phenomenal. You can add in if you want, but definitely people are extremely excited. Super, super excited. I remember the first day that we had launched in our retail space at the store, there were customers like lined up waiting for us to open. Just to, just to be able to access like the products. Oh, I want to see it. Oh, I want to feel it. And a lot of our customers love the idea that we're Southeast, so they get their orders a lot faster.
Yeah, and you're the first official in-store carrier of Silky Socks, so that's super dope. I can't wait to visit y'all in store and touch and feel the product. And man, that's exciting. So they're waiting in line like for the Supremes or something, huh?
Ooh.
I just want to show off a couple of the products real quick here. These are the athletic socks in red, maroon, foot. So we carry these now in about 12 different colors. You guys are still adding new colors as it is too, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
we are.
New products. Today we added the compression socks.
Yes.
Okay.
We added the blank no-show with grips.
With the grips, yep.
And the kids streetwear ankle socks with grips.
Oh, those got added today?
Yeah, those just got added to the line today, so we're now carrying those.
No-show socks with grips on the bottom. So y'all can get these now on Atlanta Vinyl's website and store. That's dope. You already have the beanies, so I was going to show off a couple of these beanies that we made recently. Ahmed made this one yesterday. I thought it was bananas.
Look at that.
Oh, I
Very
love
nice.
that one.
Yeah,
That's
so
nice.
that's the thing with sublimation. The colors and the graphics just embedded into the fabric. Can't beat that. That's just beautiful. Then,
Great job.
Dre, did you make yourself a set yet? Sports bra. And
Not yet. That is next on my agenda.
okay. Rome, I know you probably made yourself some boxers so far, right?
No, I was showing, but
I made these live.
Nice.
I made these live one time, and I made a joke. I was like, normally I don't put another dude on my boxers, but this is Muhammad Ali, so he gets a pass.
Yeah, you have to give exceptions to Muhammad Ali. He's the greatest.
Yeah.
And I like how you have him facing outward and not inward.
Good one.
Very observant.
So great.
Very observant.
Oh, I heard you guys are doing well with the wide leg socks.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, that's nice.
Nice.
I like that.
So they also have the wide leg socks in crew and knee high, so that's dope. Let's see here. But today we are going to make streetwear socks. So I'm gonna make a pair of these in front of the audience here, and then you guys are gonna make a little something after me. Yes.
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 Okay. And are we able to see comments?
We are. They're filing in slowly.
Okay.
Yeah. Miss B, A&W Studios, Jay Perry.
Sharks from the Facebook group, thank you for joining us. Say what's up to Rome and Jure out here from Atlanta. Give us some shark love. Drop us some emojis, some hearts. We need y'all to get us excited today. All right, so I want to talk about the use of this sock. Are you down for that, Jure?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the use, what I mean is, who is this sock made for? We call it the streetwear sock. So I wanted to give a little bit of background on an insight to you guys on who I think this sock is best for. So it's actually our medium thickness sock. We have one sock that's thinner than this called the dress sock, and then we have one sock that's thicker than this called the athletic socks. So with this medium thickness streetwear sock, I like to call it your casual fashion sock for like sneakerheads, surf and skate, so for skaters, and then anyone that wants an all over sub, because this is pretty much a blank canvas that you can sublimate the entire thing. So that's what makes this sock unique. It's very popular. It's just volume wise, this is probably our #1 seller. Because the athletic socks move a little bit more units overall, but they come in like 13 different colors. This one only comes in one color because it's your blank canvas to decorate the whole thing. So this sock is definitely a super popular one. It's also our most cost-effective sock. If you buy, starting price is $350 per pair, but if you buy 12 or more, it drops to $250 per pair. So you guys know we have those 3 price tiers. So yeah, that's what the streetwear sock is all about. Skating, sneakerheads, casual everyday wear. If you're gonna do an all over like pet sock, one of those face socks, fun socks, you can decorate the entire thing, and that's what's cool about this guy. So
I love it.
probably didn't know some of that information, huh, Jure?
That's right. Look, you're about to get jiggy with it.
Yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go ahead and load this guy onto the jigs and get it popping. All right. So I got the first sock loaded here. I'm using the medium sock on our standard size streetwear jigs, and see, like, I flattened out the heel here. Once you load the sock, the heel gets flattened out nicely, and then you can pretty much decorate the entire thing, which is nice. Any comments there coming in?
They're filing in slowly. They're just saying hi, hello.
Gotta read some of them.
Yeah. T. Johnson says hi to Roxanne.
Oh, hey Roxanne. Roxanne be making some of these silky socks on a regular daily basis.
Kalima Boo is sending shark emojis.
All right. So now I got my 2 socks loaded. That's the thing with Silky is you always got a pair of items. You always got 2 socks. You got a front and a back. So you definitely got to put in a little bit of work to do this right. But when you do it right, it's a nice final product here. So I'm going to decorate the back first on my heat press here. And here's the transfer sheet I'm going to use. So I said sneakerhead, so this is like a sneakerhead background. It's got some wings to kind of match up with like the Air Jordan 1s. And it's got the black, red, and white pattern. It says black toe, so the toes are going to end up being black. And then the red and white's going to be on the upper side. So
okay.
we got the Silky Socks logos that are going to go on the back. So you could set up your artwork when you guys do designs. You could do a different back and a different front, but you'll need 2 different files. One file for the back, then you do your backs together, and then a separate file for the front, and then you flip them and do your fronts.
Nice.
All right, so here we go.
Liza Miller says, "Love the socks, no complaints."
Woo.
With
That's what
3
we wanna
hearts
hear.
for you.
That's what we want to hear. That's what we want to hear.
He is using tape.
Yes.
Tape on.
I am using some heat tape because the paper was looking like it was going to curl on me.
Got it.
So I didn't want to just rush the process. I wanted to trust it. And it helps me make sure the logos are centered, and that looks about good. Still curling a little. Just tuck that right away there. And bam. Woo. It's a little bit of heavy pressure there, but I got it set to 400 degrees and 35 seconds as we dice up this thing, and we'll see how it comes out. Jure, when is the last day you sublimated something? You can be honest. It's been a while.
That might be a question for Romant because he did something today.
Ooh.
Today.
Been
Oh,
practicing?
you know what? The last day that I did something was before we left for our trip. It was 2 pair of socks. Ones that you challenged me to do. So I have to send that back.
Okay. Oh, you did those?
Yes.
Okay, nice. Ooh. Yeah, Mr. Silky still got it.
I love it.
Very
2
nice.
kids later and a whole bunch of sleepless nights later, Mr. Silky still got it.
Look at the bottom.
I love it. I
I
love
like
it.
that. That's nice.
I'm
Very
going to lighten up the pressure slightly for my next press because I felt it like cranking. So you want a medium pressure on these guys. These came out beautiful. One thing I didn't actually do is lint roll, but sometimes you could give it a light lint roll, especially with a white background. But it still came out super clean, even with that white background. Okay, now what I'll do is I'll flip them, switch them, and I'll roll to eliminate the line. But what's interesting about this design is it has a ton of white background, so I actually don't need to roll the entire thing. I only need to roll the parts where the actual color is.
Ah.
Yeah, so since the sock doesn't have, like if you have a white background on a sock, you don't actually have anything to connect. So you don't necessarily have to roll those parts.
T. Johnson says it came out great. Looks great.
Thank you, T. Appreciate you. Let's stick around for this second side. And then It's gonna be Roman Geray's turn to make some silky socks.
I'm ready.
You're ready. You were born ready, huh?
That's right. I'm ready. Put me in, coach.
All right. Let's
That's
see here.
interesting. I thought you would have to hold it.
I'm just trying to get all of the areas that have print coverage with a little roll action.
Mhm.
And then I'll go ahead and give it a light lint roll like I talked about. So not gonna go crazy with it because I don't want like the fibers of the sock to get pulled up. So if you press too hard, that could happen. So you just want to give it a nice mild lint roll like I just did.
Liza says she needs this design. We need this design, she
You
said.
need it? Okay. Me and Ahmed are working on some stuff. We're working on a few more digital files as well as transfers that we can sell to you guys. I know that's a big thing right now, so we're gonna have to put our heads together and put some more of these designs
We got this.
in the Future Head collection.
You definitely got this.
Definitely. Here I go with my tape again, and I'm just looking at the logo. See, I could see the logo through the paper and kind of feel my socks out and feel it centered. So I do like to do that from time to time.
That's a good tip.
Yes.
Someone says silky socks are hot, going on 3 years, and they've never failed me.
Woo!
Nice.
That's what I like to hear.
That's right.
That's what I like to hear.
That's quality. All right, so let's see.
There you go. Oh yeah, that felt better. So I'm using a 16 by 24 heat press. 16 by 24 is a great size if you're looking to get a new press. One tip is you could actually fit an entire XL sized boxer in one press. That's why I do love the 16 by 24. And you saw me just do the full streetwear sock. But this is 16 by 20. The full streetwear sock will fit a 16 by 20 as well. So 3, 2, 1. Damn.
I'm excited. Let me see it.
See it. See it. Yeah. Woo.
Nice.
That is nice. Oh, look at
There
the
it
front.
goes.
Yep.
Very nice. Yeah, we want that design too. Make sure you put it on the site.
That's what I was gonna say. I want to be the first customer to buy it.
It actually says black toe on the thing, and then it's got the black toes. There's an Air Jordan 1 that's nicknamed the Black Toe, I believe. That's what inspired this design.
That came out super nice. I'm excited. Now I want to try one.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, so now this is the tip I gave today. When you're unloading, you peel it at the top slightly, and then you do a smooth unload from the bottom. So check this out. Let me do that again slowly. So I peel it. This is what I call peeling at the top, and then a smooth unload from the bottom. Because if you just yank it from the bottom, it may not look as like smooth when you finish it. It might look a little wonky. So you want to do that little peel at the top, and then that smooth, silky unload at the bottom.
Those came out amazing.
Get it? Take a selfie. Screenshot. All right, you ready? Your turn.
Today we are doing.
I get to sit back and watch.
So we're doing no show. One thing when it came in, and we were doing it because you had those jigs that you have now. One thing that I liked about these socks is that the jig is already inside.
Woo.
So I thought that was really, really awesome.
Yeah.
So that was neat. I like it. Okay, you want to hold up the design?
Yes. So
You were supposed to do it without talking so people could think I have magic. Like just magic.
so here's the design.
Uh-huh.
It's an African pattern.
I'm gonna enjoy this. Just watching husband and wife team do all this, and I like kick back and just hang out.
So we've always offered custom sublimation transfers,
Yes.
but now that we brought in the Silky Socks product line,
Mm-hmm.
one of the things we're going to start offering are stock sublimation transfers. So these are designs that we'll already have available for you guys. And we're going to do a special promotion when we do the launch, where you can get a free transfer sheet for free. Well, excuse me, a transfer sheet for free with the purchase of any of the Silky Socks products. So basically, if you buy one, you get one transfer for free. If you buy two, you get two transfers for free. So you get to load up on transfers.
Mm-hmm.
That way, if you don't have the sublimation printer at home, you can go ahead and there's no excuse. There's no excuse. As long as you have a heat press, you'll be able to print designs.
All you'll need is a heat press.
Designs on this quality product.
Exactly.
You'll send them the
Exactly.
socks and the transfers, and they go to work on the heat press.
Correct. Yeah. Right. Exactly. So
You might need some jigs.
listen. We have been getting jiggy with it. Okay. We got it. So I like this design because it not only has like African prints, it kind of has all the vibrant colors of like spring and things like that. So let's do it.
Dope. Rome, is that a Silky Socks shirt you got on there? I see with
Absolutely. This is the black and white tee from Silky Socks, of course.
Oh, can I feel that?
Yeah.
I'm not
Feel how
feeling I'm not
smooth?
feeling your muscles. I'm actually feeling the quality.
Oh, yeah, okay. Sure you're not.
Hey, strength, no weakness. Get it.
Okay. So now I feel like I'm missing a process because now I don't have to load this and jig and perfect this and everything else.
Well, one thing, I like the way the Dinesh already had it set up.
Yeah.
So he had the paper already lined on the lower platen of his heat press.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so all he had to do was put the butcher paper on the top of his.
Okay, we'll go ahead and do that.
So we're gonna get started.
See, because since Dinesh does this in real life, his heat press is like always set up for sublimation. So I had to like remove my Teflon sheet and then remove my magnets off to to get it ready.
You got to make that transition.
Okay, so are we still at this camera?
For now, yeah, you can.
Okay, so let's walk. We gotta be the socks. We gotta walk. We're walking on sunshine. Over here. Okay, are we subbing the back of this first or the front of this?
Let's do. Looks like you already have it.
Have it on the back?
On the back, yeah.
We'll show them those grips first, huh? Let's do it.
I know.
Well, these aren't the grips.
No.
These ones aren't. These are just the regular.
Oh, these are not the grips. Okay.
Oh, but we could talk about the grips because I
Yeah.
saw when you showed us the grips on your socks, the grips itself sublimated. So I did like that feature that you were able to add that detail to the socks and that subbed as well. So the sock looked like it was just unison.
Yeah, definitely. So, like the no-shows traditionally without the grips, those are probably a bestseller. But then we added the grips as a specialty. So now you have the client has both options. If you're sliding around barefoot in your house a lot, dancing at home, you might want the grips one. If you're doing yoga in your sock, doing Pilates and stuff like that, then
make you some great fancy socks, become a marketing tool for your product, get some orders.
Yeah.
If you do hot yoga, be the only one in your yoga class with socks on that you made so people can get it.
Yeah. Actually, it's a funny story how the sublimatable grips came about. I invited my neighbor's daughter over. She was like a 12-month-old baby running around, and I was testing infant socks at the time, and I gave her a pair of infant socks to wear, a sample with no grips, and she was in my house running around, slipping and sliding, and I was like, oh no. And with Charlotte, I was like, Charlotte, no, you're falling. And I was like, I gotta do something to protect these infants and these babies. So then I looked into the grips, and we were able to get it to work. Then we developed the infant socks with grips, and then added a no-show sock with grips as another item. So,
So they want to know, does the grips cause pressure problems when subbing?
no, you just again, you want to use like a medium pressure. You don't want to like smash it down and like pancake them too much, but it holds up real well. It keeps its thickness and it keeps its gripability. And when you remove the transfer sheet, you'll see that, and you'll be pleasantly surprised, is what I want to say. But I don't want to take away Jeray's thunder.
Oh
Jeray,
no, you're fine. We are definitely learning about that because I wondered about that too, and I'm sure other customers are wondering about that as well with the grips and would it wash off? What's the longevity of it? I think thought was definitely put into that.
Okay, definitely. Yeah, my tip would be don't go crazy high on the pressure. Just do it as a medium pressure, and you should be totally fine. If you feel like you're smashing up the grips a little too much, just lighten them up on the next press. But I haven't had any issues with subbing up. All right.
That.
Got the swing away press.
You guys, the people seeing it or was seeing it?
No, just us.
Yes, the swing away.
Very
Let
nice.
me like hey, people.
Yeah, clean. What size is that press?
This is a 15
So
by 15.
excuse me. I don't want to say because you've already told me the size of yours and mine is not, you know.
It's not a competition.
It's a 15 by 15 swing
I like
away,
your press.
but it definitely does. Oh, I want to show them the sock close up here. Let me show you.
The point I want to make actually is, so a 15 by 15 press is big enough to cover the no-show socks and the athletic socks in one press.
Nice.
So, oops. So it's a good size, especially for making these silky items that require just that smaller coverage. But the sock that I made previously, right here, you can't sub the whole thing in with a 15 by 15 because the height is almost 20 inches. So you need a 16 by 20 to cover this whole sock in one press. Now, if you have 15 by 15, you could do like a white background and a pattern, or you can connect it and do two presses. But of course, everybody wants to do it in one shot. So just wanted to give you guys the size insights of your presses for these.
Thank you for that. And
Jerry,
I sublimated the back, so I'm going to do the front, and I have to do the Tootsie Roll method. So every time that I do this, I always sing a Tootsie Roll. Yeah. So.
All right, you do that.
They said your design is poppin', and it's nice. They said looks good. That design is poppin', nice.
Thank you.
Love the design.
I just want to put your shirt pattern on a sock. I think it's like matching.
I know. This actually when I did the women's expo that we did last year, it was a vendor there and she personally made this.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice.
So I ended up buying this from her and I got it. I know this process. I'm sorry, it's just like I'm not a professional. Okay. Not yet.
No worries. No, it looks,
you're
getting it down. It takes, I usually say it takes 5 pairs to be a sock expert, but to be like on Mr.SILKY's level, you got to make at least 10 pairs.
To be on Mr. Silky level, I would have to be in this for like 90 days, 120 espressos for like 5 hours a day.
Yeah. Now, the thing of the no-show socks is interesting. You really have to roll like the whole 360. So you got to take your time with it. And you do get faster at the roll technique after doing this. And if you don't have 50 people alive that you're entertaining while you're doing it, right?
Listen, they are here for the vibrancy of the ink release, baby. That's it. They are here for it.
They're here for us, showing up, and we appreciate
showing
it.
love, and I can appreciate it. They want to see like the product. Hear us talk. This is a nice pattern.
Now stick around to the end because we're gonna talk a little business after this and try to give you guys some tips, at least from our 3 brains of how you can grow your business and be successful in 2023.
Oh wait, I want to see. I can't believe it's 2023 already. Okay, I think I'm confident if I have a little seam or something, it's fine. Okay, so what sheet was this? A 13 by 19?
Yeah, this is a 13 by 19.
So this was printed on a 13 by 19. So what I did was I cut it. So I have to cut this one as well. And the one thing that I like about, is this like a seamless pattern? Like just different patterns? Because
It is.
even with vinyl, it's almost like, I like patterns because you just never know what you're going to get, whatever the design is. It's just like, have at it. You can get any part or aspect of the design.
Are you selling that transfer sheet to like 4 different people? Because that looks like a huge transfer sheet.
This transfer sheet is actually on the website right now.
Oh, is it?
Nice.
Yeah.
He said
it
isn't. Oh, did I go which way? Wait.
As a sublimation or a
We
DTV?
have two stock images, two images that are posted on the site as of right now. Of course, we'll be adding loads more prior to the launch, but if you wanted to go to the site now and
okay, we'll go this way.
that, you could.
Hey, you know what? Let's just go with it. The ancestor said it was okay.
That's a dope thing. The sublimation stock transfers and the silky socks blanks, combining them together. That's gonna.
Oh yeah, definitely. Ready? Timer.
All right. So we're gonna take a look at this second side here.
Okay, so we're letting that marinate
Okay.
under the press. But one of the things, like you said, you have to marry the two. What I liked about that feature is that you, like my husband said, or you don't need like a fancy printer. You don't need to make that investment into like buying all this equipment. Really, you just need a heat press.
Yeah.
To get started, because you already have the quality product, which is silky socks, and then you have the sublimation transfer, and then you can just go.
And yeah, and then you become a little sock dealer on the side.
Yes, exactly.
Okay. Let's see what we do.
Okay, we ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, these are cute.
Nice.
My the view that I'm watching is like a few seconds delayed, so my enthusiasm might be a few seconds delayed. Let me see. Nice.
Ooh.
I like it.
Look at
It
that.
has like a little bit of a faded look, or is that like
I don't know.
has like a light finish to it?
It might be. Let's see. I'm gonna take it out.
Great. Go pattern.
Okay, so is there any tip on how to remove this one from off the jig?
No, you kind of just you can just go around it in almost like a circular motion.
Okay.
And if you wanted to wait like 10 seconds, I like to say wait 10 to 15 seconds, so you're not like burning your hand, and that does give the product a little bit of time to kind of ease off the heat before you unload it too. So, and it comes out nice after that. But some of our customers actually ship the socks with the inserts still inside. So that's worth noting. Some people, instead of like taking them off the jigs and then putting them in your bag, like I know some customers of ours have said they just keep them in the jigs, put them in the bag, and ship the order off. So just something to consider.
Or like if you're just like extra like me, right? Being that I printed this out, or he printed this out on a 13 by 19, and then I still have this left, then you can just sublimate this. And then put it back in the sock, and then you do that. Or for the people that have a business, they could sublimate their business logo inside.
Yeah, definitely.
I'm here for it.
Yeah. I don't know how it's coming across on the screen, but it is very vibrant.
That's dope.
Shalia says they're beautiful. Ms. D said we're cooking.
We're cooking.
Yeah.
Let's get it. So let me grab my sock that I made. Let's hold up the socks together here. So one thing I actually want to point out to you guys, audience and Atlanta Vinyl, is the streetwear sock and the no-show sock that you just made are of the same material. So they're of the same family, I call it. Like they're both part of the streetwear sock family, because this is the crew version, and what you made is the no-show version of, but the material itself is the same on both socks. Whereas for our athletic and dress socks, those are composed a little bit differently. But the streetwear crew, the streetwear ankle, and then the no-show sock are of the same family.
And that's because you can customize the entire thing.
Yeah, that, and because it's actually composed of a 95% poly and 5% spandex throughout. So it's also the material blend of this product and this product are the same.
Nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Now the athletic socks, for example, have the cotton foot, so those are a little different, and then the dress socks have cotton interior, so those are a little different. But these two are of the same material throughout.
Hey Danny, someone's asking how you aligned both sides of the sock. So they said, did you wrap the design all the way around and then press, or how do you make it seamless like that?
I basically just pressed I pressed one side, then I rolled. I did the roll technique anywhere that the print was showing up, and then I pressed the other side.
So that's how you were able to line it up?
Yeah, just from the roll technique. It's actually not a perfect wraparound, but it just appears there's still a break in the pattern. So you see like that break right there?
Yeah.
But it just appears like a nice wraparound because of mainly the roll technique. But I do like to tell my customers that send me like a 360 type of design that, hey, like there'll always be a break in the pattern on the sides. It's not a perfect 360 connection. And they're usually okay with that. Ooh, right there, I think that was just a lucky hit right there.
Nice.
Jacqueline says, awesome job. They're awesome.
I know.
Right. So
I
we
love
did
it.
our presentation portion for you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed that. You can get your blank Silky socks on silkysocks.com or atlantavinyl.com. So coast to coast out here. And Rome, I had a business question for you that maybe you can provide some insight for.
Okay.
So if I'm a crafter at home doing this for fun, doing this on the side, or I just got started and I'm kind of learning, how do I turn this from, making these products for myself and just for fun into a small business where I'm actually transacting and selling and hustling and making a few bucks from my hobby or craft, even if it's a small, like a side business and not necessarily a full-time business. But how do you leap from that transition as a hobbyist and a crafter into a small business?
Well, I say you just do it. We all know, we've all heard, you can get on Etsy, you can start your own Shopify store.
Mm-hmm.
There's many ways that you can at least go out there and start selling online, which is, my specialty.
Yeah.
So I say if you're on the fence and you're trying to get all of the information before you get started, just start small and let experience guide you. Start off with a small Etsy store. Take pictures of the products that you want to sell. Put them out there. Let the community, let your customers tell you how to move, which direction to go to. But just don't hesitate. Just go ahead and start. If you're already crafting, you're already making nice product, just put it out there. I've been a serial entrepreneur, and I've just like, you get the idea, you perfect as much as you can, and then you just go for it.
Yeah. So you basically take action and then let the actions guide you to the next action, and the next action is what you're saying.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely.
I have a phrase that I tell myself, like, it's called lean into the action, meaning like when you have something you want to accomplish and it's really far away and you have the idea, like, but you can't go from A to Z in like one step, but you got to lean into the action and take that first step and then kind of keep leaning into it, and eventually you get there.
Mm-hmm.
A small example would be like, let's say I wanted to collaborate with you, right? Or do business with you before this relationship started. Then one way to lean into the action will be stop thinking about it and send them an email. Because that leads to you replying, or me sending you a sample, and then it starts the motion. Whereas if we're just sitting there thinking and not doing, we're not ever going to get here. But we got to just keep taking those baby steps and like sometimes I tell myself, just lean into the action, just execute. Because we all get stuck in that frame of mind where we're just thinking ourselves to inaction, you know?
Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, I have a similar phrase. I just call it, going down the rabbit hole.
Mm.
How you let the events guide you. You know, like you just have to stay open. Stay open to any type of influence or suggestions that come your way, because those might be the things that you hit it big with. So go down that rabbit hole.
And I say listen to the universe, because one of the things that you said was, if you're good at something, then go ahead and just do it. But a lot of people enjoy doing things in their hobby, and their stuff is phenomenal, right? So it's people around you that will make it a business for you, because you don't see that it needs to be a business yet.
Right.
So if people are like, oh, hey, I like that, or can I get that? I'll buy this from you. Then it's like, listen to them, believe them, and then, start saying, hey, maybe I can do this.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Absolutely. Especially in today's 2023 landscape, we have to be coachable, we have to be adaptable and flexible, and man, nothing's staying the same. Like nothing's the same as it was in 2018, and then 2020, and then 2022 and 3. It's like things are changing, and I think we're all examples of that, because the way Silky Socks has pivoted so much from 2019 to 20, and with the masks, and then adding new products, so many new products since then, and then just seeing you guys in the last 2 years kind of emerge with Atlanta Vinyl, and we're all just like flexible and making moves and being adaptable, and then, like you said, Jure, letting the universe guide us. I like that.
All right. I have a two-part question here.
Okay.
All right. So the first part is, do you create your own designs, or should I use images from Google? And I think talk about the pitfall of going to Google all the time. Like what can go wrong?
Okay. Yeah. Let's see. I'll take that one, and then you guys can elaborate on that. So if you create your own designs, what's cool about that is you got unique artwork that then you could build your brand off of, and people can only get it at your website, and you become an artist at that point, and which is dope. Like you can sell your digital files, you could create your brand based on your artwork. So that's a very unique proposition, and there's a lot of value there. But my advice would be, if you can't do that, then you take the route of buying existing artwork, or using existing artwork on Google Images and whatnot, so long as it's not like these major commercial copyrights, or you're not taking someone else's unique artwork that they didn't put out for free or whatnot. So stay away from things like Disney's and these kinds of things. But yeah, you can definitely use a background, and then you can do a combination of like this arm sleeve I'm holding. Like if I Googled snakeskin background, I'll find a ton of different colors, right, of snakeskin backgrounds. And then maybe my idea is to put the word Mamba on the snakeskin. So then I use a font and I type it out. And then these are just little elements that I could probably add to it. And then I put a little line underneath it, and I combine it all together. And boom, I do have unique artwork, but I used 3 or 4 different sources.
Yeah.
And that's also a unique creation that then belongs to you if you did it that way. So there's a few different approaches to it. And I'll let Rome and Jure build on that.
Yeah. Well, I like to do a combination. I'll usually do what Donis just said. I'll start off with a stock photo, like that snakeskin background, and then put something that I've created on top of it. But there's many ways. There's many times I will grab stuff I'll buy it off of Etsy, get it from Creative Fabrica, and just put that out there. As long as you get the commercial license with it. Make sure you get the commercial license, otherwise you shouldn't be selling it. But I say it's a combination. If you have the ability to create your own designs, then go for it. And you come up with some great stuff, then go for it. But if you don't let that hold you back. Don't let that stop you. There's a lot of thousands of great designs out there that have commercial licenses that you can just you
And
can
they're
buy the
affordable.
image. They're affordable.
They're very affordable.
$1 to $3 for an image,
Mhm.
or you have packs that are around that
Bundles.
same bundles that are around the same price where you'll get 20 or more images.
Mhm.
You can take those and you can immediately just put those on your website, put those in your Etsy store as for supplying finished product,
Mhm.
and push that out there. So don't let your lack of graphic design skills stop you from creating your store and moving forward.
Yeah. Now, I totally agree with that, but I do want to add something that it's really important to try to become what I call a functional designer instead of a creative art designer. When I say functional, I mean you know how to open up a software and put things together and layer them on top of each other and change the color and set up the template, whether that's Affinity or Photoshop or Illustrator. Just learning those skills will then allow you to actually do socks and shirts and things, because when people start sending you stuff, you need to be able to, put it into a canvas and then change the color, give it a background, grab backgrounds from Google, copy paste, put in fonts, put in images, and all that doesn't really take hardcore like graphic design skills other than being functional at those functions I mentioned. But you don't have to be like a painter and an artist and putting together all the crazy logos yourself, but you do have to be able to combine 3 or 4 elements.
Mhm.
Here's
And
like
to be
a
able to show-
example of that. So just wanted to, like, this is like a background you find. This is a font you put in, and this could be a clip art you find, and then you put them all together. And now you have a design that's unique to you. I taste better than turkey.
And one of the things I wanted to add, what you said, for people that need to know all those functions. So you get all these images and you collaborate and you put them together. Now you want to have something to show your customer. That's where your app comes in, his app, and that way you can show them the mock-up of what their image or whatever you created for them will look on your product.
Yeah, definitely. The Silky Socks app, you can download the Silky Socks app for free on your phone, and then you can you can scroll through all the products and use your camera button to add images and create a mock-up for yourself. And then there's another app called Patternator that's really money. So let's say I took a selfie, right? Or I could crop out my face and inside the Patternator app, and then put like a full, create all these crazy patterns of that face. So it's really cool for face socks and pet socks, and then you can tile it in different ways instantly. Then you save that image, and that's your print file. Then you bring that image into the Silky Socks app, and you can quickly create a mock-up of your socks that way. So try that app out, guys. Patternator. Was there a second question?
Yeah, the second part they were asking, do you recommend like pre-buying a bunch of stock of like Silky blanks or whatever, or should you purchase as you sell?
Probably want to stock about 1,000 pairs of socks. What do you think, Rome?
Stock up. Get as many socks as you can. AtlantaVinyl.com. Just see that big Silky Socks banner right when you get to our website.
I did see that. Thank you.
Buy everything.
Okay, I'm gonna give the more realistic answer. If your budget allows you to, and you can go ahead and stock up, then that way you should do that, because once your orders come in, then you don't have to worry about placing orders with Silky Socks all the way on the West Coast or with Atlanta Vinyl on the Southeast, and then you have your product right there on hand. So essentially, you're saving money in the long run.
Yeah. I'll give you a number too. I would say stock like 24 pairs. You don't have to go crazy. Stock a couple dozen. Start making 2 or 3, 4, 5, 6 samples for yourself, your family, a couple friends, influencers. If you could send a pair of socks to an influencer, when I say influencer, someone on social media who's always promoting and showing love and giving shout outs, and they'll give you some, let's say they'll do that for you. Why not? Create a buzz, send them a pair of socks that you paid $3 or $4 for, and you got some practice out of it. Send it to them, and if they post it, like, that's going to give you energy and give you some views. It might not like it's not like the old days where every time an influencer posts you get like 100 orders.
Yeah.
Those days did exist back. I remember in 2015, 16 with influencer marketing, we're growing so much. But it's still a way that I've done that a lot, where I would send socks, Silky Socks design socks, branded socks to a bunch of like basketball player influencers, and it was fun. It helped me build my brand initially. So something that I think you can still try and do, at least like as part of your marketing strategy.
Love it.
Don't let your budget hold you back either. So there's a lot of Danish offers images on his site that you could probably use. So if there's something that you want to offer on your site, you want to offer compression socks, for instance, and you know, you don't have any compression socks, throw them on your site. If somebody buys them, hey, bring them in, order them, bring them in, press them, and send them out to your customers. So, you know, don't be held back by what you have in stock, because, you know, when you're creating, customers are used to waiting, you know, 3, 4 or more days.
Because it's a custom order.
It's a custom product, you know. So, you know, just put it out there. If they purchase it, then get your supplies and make it happen.
Yeah, so you can put the mock-up up without actually having the socks made yet, and then you get the orders, then you make the socks and ship them out.
Right.
Ooh. And how about marketing tips to grow your social media following? Any tips?
Yeah.
You guys have been growing real well on Instagram lately. Tell us a little bit about that journey. And
I was gonna present that question to you, but yeah. But yeah, so we really got involved with Instagram heavily.
Yes.
Around last year. We had been a little bit active putting out sale posts and stuff like that, but we started posting a lot of reels around last year. And now we're starting to see the fruits of our labor. So I guess you know, the things are working with the algorithm, where you know, we're starting to get a lot more engagement.
So is it the consistency, or has it been certain content recently that you've been posting that's been like, ooh, they love that content?
Yeah, so I mean, we've learned a lot along the way. If you look further, if you look back at our early reels, you know, we're using like just stock music and stock background music, and everything is just, all our shots are head on.
Yeah.
But we stayed consistent, so we were always posting something. And I think that helped, you know, build the algorithm and let Instagram know, hey, we want to be seen.
Yeah.
You know, so now we've revamped a lot. We've learned to get trending music as the background music to our reels. We've learned how to find it and use it. We've started using CapCut, which is the editing software that we use to make the reels. Our reels have shrunken down from 60 seconds to 10 to 30 seconds, so that we can capture people's attention.
Right.
So I think all of that has contributed to the rise in engagement.
Okay, definitely. And do you post the same thing on your TikTok as your Instagram once you edit on CapCut, or do you have a little bit? Is it slightly different on your TikTok and your Instagram? Because that's one thing I've been considering. Like, our TikTok is growing, and we do like a lot of teaching there and stuff. But the Instagram, sometimes it's hit or miss for us.
Yeah, we're still in the stages of trying to figure out TikTok. So where we were last year with Instagram, that's where we are right now with TikTok. A lot of the reels that we post on Instagram do make it to TikTok. However, TikTok is somewhat lacking on our part. But from what I've seen, we put more of the more personal stuff on TikTok than we do Instagram. So you'll see our faces a lot more. You see us getting jiggy with it, acting goofy on TikTok. So
but what I've noticed with TikTok is any post that we put out where you're actually speaking and teaching something, it gets more engagement.
Yes, they want to see this. They want to see our faces right up in the camera, being like, "Hey guys, if you want to make this headband, let me show you." And then like they want to feel us and see us and hear us.
Yeah.
So voiceovers are huge on TikTok. Um, you know, and just you could teach them definitely the teaching side of like you could show your hands making the product, but then give it your voice and some enthusiasm along with the music. Like I think you have to do a little more than just choose other people's sounds the whole time. Like if you choose other people's sounds and use them, like that's cool. Like you might have a few that pop, but they might not like follow you and get to know you. Like, but if you're giving your own face and your own voice, and then I think you'll have more consistency in your like growth, in my opinion.
Okay.
So someone wants a tip for getting comfortable creating the reels, or maybe being in the videos or something like that.
Yeah, that just takes practice, to be honest. Because it's hard. Like even sometimes I just don't want to be on camera, but like I'm like no, like just show up and do it. And every time I show up and do it, I have a great time. But it's all the discomfort and like fear leading into it that makes me like waste energy. So, but the more you just turn the camera on and go, the more you'll get better at it. And my tip would be maybe start small. Like instead of like if you're doing a video where the thing you're using your heat press to make this product, you could use your hands, and then just show your face at the end, right? So, but then try giving your voiceover. Like get comfortable with speaking on the camera and giving your voiceover. So maybe it's not just a full demo where you're like this the whole time, but it's like a demo of the product being made. But now you at least give them some of your personality through the smile and the thumbs up at the end, or the trying it on at the end, plus the voiceover. I think that'll work for you guys.
I agree.
Right.
Definitely.
You know, this is the Live Pro here. So she does Facebook Lives. She was doing it at one point. She was doing them every day. So when it comes to being comfortable on the camera,
we're gonna start that again because the month of March is National Crafting Month, and it's Women's History Month.
Okay.
Jared, can I hire you to go live for Silky Socks every day?
You got it.
Got it. No. But in all seriousness, did you still feel like that feeling of like, dang, I'm about to go on camera, and a little bit of that anxiety, or was it just like, let's get it? I'm going like, did it just was excitement every time?
You've met me in real life. It's like this from the time I get up. Like, okay, let's get our like, what's going on? He's like,
yeah.
So I think I get even more excited when I have this super, super cool project and it's a nice design. And I was like, oh, I got to show the people how to do this. Like, I got to go. Let's just do this. And then I love it. I don't know. It's just like you said, you have to get comfortable. You get in your Zoom, you press record, the people show up for you and you're showing up for them.
You're looking at it as a blessing instead of an obligation. I get the opportunity to teach today, to do something dope that I enjoy and my viewers enjoy, instead of like, damn, I have to do this today.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ronnie from Heat Press Nation.
These people go to work every single day, spend all their hours with whatever they're doing, and they choose you, your business, to spend money with. So I'm forever grateful. So if I can show you one or two things, what to do with the product that you chose to buy from me, I'm forever grateful. And that's important to me.
That's huge. Abundance.
All right, guys. Ronnie from Heat Press Nation says hello from the entire team.
Hey, Ronnie. Hey, Heat Press Nation.
They're streaming the live at the headquarters.
Oh, no way. They're practicing. We're going to have them down here next Wednesday live. So that's exciting. Back-to-back guests at Silky Socks with us.
Nice. They're going to love it.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, and then, Rome, you were going to ask me my social media strategies.
Yes. Yeah, I wanted to get some social media tips from you, seeing how you've grown your group, your Instagram, TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, everything's changing. It's crazy. Like the amount of likes you get now, and the amount of follows and views and comments. Like it's almost like what you did yesterday doesn't really matter that much. It's what are you doing next? What are you doing next? What are you doing next? Like I can't build off of what I did in 2020 and keep talking about it, because yes, like in my Facebook group, that might give me some credibility, but they're also like, okay, what are you talking about today? What are you doing that's new? So you got to get real creative and keep your energy up, and just keep coming out with stuff that means something to you. So I get excited if I have some kind of innovative product going on. So hence, like the most recent thing was like our colored shirts. That was a dope drop, and we got to get you guys the colored shirts to your
Absolutely.
your product line pretty soon here. And the next couple things I got on my mind. We're gonna start carrying some cotton line of fleece to kind of hit the people in the DTF market and the HTV and screen print transfers. It'll be like a blank crew neck sweater, blank hoodie, and blank T-shirt. So I'm starting off kind of small there, just black. But that's exciting. And I'm going to be carrying the Lane 7 brand and distributing that through the Silky Socks website and warehouse. But that's something new for me to talk about, along with mixing that in with my sublimation content. And then I like the idea of sublimation transfers along with the socks. So probably look into having our own set of like stock transfers and custom. We already do custom sublimation transfers where you can upload your artwork and we can run the transfers for you. But we gotta look at that offering, and right now we have a minimum of 12. I might have to look at that and drop the minimum to 6 or something like that, and start talking about it more, doing more content. So long story short, you got to do things that excite you and your audience, and just try to be creative, because you don't want to be the same for too long. You got to keep innovating and just kind of keep going. And I know it sounds like a lot, like it never ends, but it doesn't. If you need to take a break, take a little vacation, but then just come right back when you're ready, and then keep it going, because it's all about consistency in the long term.
Yeah.
Correct.
It's true.
And currently our team is posting on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. So those 4 platforms. One thing I've done is I've kind of delegated to Ahmed and Adriana, our 2 content creators, the Instagram and TikTok reels and stories. So that way I don't have to like worry as much about that, because I was kind of going crazy and stressing out doing every 4 platforms myself, right? It's too much. So now I kind of stay locked in with my Facebook group. I'll continue to update and post there. This live is an example of that, and then a YouTube video from time to time. So that makes my job a little easier. And then what I do is I try to document the story, like just take a few pictures or videos of what I'm doing that day, and then post them on my Instagram story, which also goes on my Facebook story. And I know that might not sound like a lot, but imagine you do like 3 to 5 stories on both platforms every single day over the course of the year. That's a lot of eyeballs just consistently watching you and hopefully engaging with you and trusting you, and then shopping with you. So yeah, that's how I do it, Rome.
Okay.
So are you posting, because I know we use an app, so are you posting to your Facebook and your Instagram separately, or you're just posting it through the one app and you have that app upload each one?
So when I post an Instagram story, it automatically becomes a Facebook story.
Got it.
So that helps me, because a lot of people, because of the Facebook group, a lot of people have added me as a friend on Facebook, and they, but then I also have follow at Danish Kasamali on Instagram if you want to catch me on Instagram. But on Instagram, then I just post the story on IG and it goes up on the Facebook group, and we have it linked the same way for the Silky Socks Instagram account. It goes to the Facebook Instagram account. So that helps because then we only do one story and it goes on both places.
Yep.
Then I try to present myself as Mr. Silky, the creator of Silky Socks. So at Danish Kasumali on Instagram and TikTok, you'll see videos of me doing sock making kind of stuff. Sometimes it's just I recently posted a video of me like shooting baskets. Just so it's not all business because it's me, the Danish page, but I definitely do my part incorporating at least like 50% business in there. So they get a little bit of both, like who's Danish the person, what's he into, and what's he creating for the company. So I call that my personal branding approach. Let's see. Yeah, and then the company side, Ahmed and Adriana are doing a lot of those how-to videos with the voiceovers, with the music, and then some of those I'll be in where I come, I'll do a tutorial like we did today, but they'll chop it down to, 60 seconds or less, or 30 to 60 seconds, and then that's kind of been our jam for TikTok and Instagram lately.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very smart. Like it.
Yeah. Cool, guys. Well, I know that was a nice over 1 hour live, so thank you all for tuning in. And the most important thing is be authentic to yourself. Just try to show up with authenticity. Like, that's really important on social media, and I always try to continuously do that. Like, not fake it. Just, hey, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm working on, and then documenting the journey. So let's get it.
Love it.
Let's get it.
All right.
Yay.
Thanks, guys. Thanks for joining us today. Let's keeping it silky, and I want to see that reel that you make, Dre, of when I tossed you some socks. So you guys show me what you do with those.
Oh, yeah, it's coming.
It is definitely coming. I can't wait for you to see it.
All right, guys. We'll leave it at that. Y'all have a great evening, and we'll catch you on the next video or post. Peace
Thanks,
out.
Bye. Have a good evening. Did you see it?